see me again. So today we're going to be talking about owl pellets. So pellets are something that all birds of prey and lots of other birds out there too, like herons and grebes and even some songbirds, produce. And when they eat their food, when this barred owl goes after a mouse, she doesn't have time like us to go to the dinner table, have mom make a meal with a fork and a knife and all of her food laid out in front of her. She has to try to eat as fast as she can, which means she's eating huge chunks off of her food, or if she can, she's even swallowing it whole. So she's eating every single part of that animal. If it's a rodent, bones and fur. If it's a bird, feathers. And if it's an insect, like our screech owls and kestrels that love to eat grasshoppers and other insects, they're eating all of the exoskeleton, the hard part on the outside of an insect's body. Their body can't use those materials though, just like ours can. If I were to give you guys a drumstick off of a chicken, I wouldn't expect you to take that drumstick and swallow it on down. You would be eating the meat off of the bone and then tossing the bone away, because we know our bodies can't digest bone. It's just like if you were going to eat a hamburger, it wouldn't have bones and fur all squished up into it. That would be pretty disgusting. We eat the good stuff, the meats and the fats. Everything else, though, our body can't do anything with, and it might even make us sick or our stomachs hurt if we were to eat those foods. These guys don't have a choice, though. If she doesn't eat her food fast enough, another animal might come along and steal her hard-earned meal from her, or another animal might come along and try to make her a meal if she's not paying attention. So the name of the game is eat as fast as you can and eat everything that you can. So birds are equipped with a really special digestive system to help them to be able to eat all of those extra materials. I have a picture right here that we're going to zoom in on that shows you a bird's digestive system. So the food goes in here, it travels down the esophagus until it gets into their gizzard. And the gizzard is the part of their body that takes all of the undigestible materials, the bones, the fur, the feathers, and it crunches it all up into this beautiful, or kind of disgusting, pellet. The rest of the food that their bodies can use goes through the rest of their digestive system, goes through their intestines, and then back out the other end. That's a talk for another day though. But pellets are made up of all of the things that the bird couldn't use. So what we're going to be doing next is actually dissecting a pellet with you guys. We're going to have one of our staff members, Lexi, tear through some of our owl pellets that we have here to see if we can find anything cool. So we're going to be right back with that.
Hey everyone, I'm Lexi here. Let's take a look at what we have inside of an owl pellet today. Okay, so here I have one of our great horned owl pellets that I'll be looking through today. Let's see what cool things we'll find. Carefully trying to break. Here we go. Definitely got some good bones in here. Gotta carefully do it too, so we don't break any of these bones. Some of them are a little fragile. Let's see what we got going on here. Looks like we got part of a jaw going on. Let's see, we got some of our little arm and leg bones going on here too, with some of the ribs. Take a look at the bigger one here.
And Lexi, do you want to tell us why anyone would ever want to dissect an owl pellet and what this means for science?
For sure, this is exactly how they found out what these guys eat, because again, they don't digest all the bones because we can't either. So in order to find out what they just had for their last meal, look exactly here what they coughed up then, and you'll be able to find exactly what they ate. Whether it's a mouse, could be a little shrew or something that they could be eating too, and that's how then you can tell which one it is just by opening up one of these. So that's how they learned long ago, and they're so cool because you can find out exactly what they ate and even what kind of animal that they could have eaten as well.
That's awesome. So an owl pellets, or all pellets, take about 6 to 12 hours to go through the process of being coughed up by these birds. So we can even tell, what they ate just a couple hours before they coughed up that pellet. We know exactly what that last meal was. Looking for owl pellets on the ground is a really cool way to know if you have any owls in your area, and especially nesting owls. If you have a tree in your backyard that's always covered with white bird poop and has lots of pellets on the ground, that means you probably have active owls living right on your property.
There's a part of the jaw. You can see there got the little baby teeth there and there. You can see that nice jaw formation going on. That one's cool. And here's the other half of it. Kind of covered in further, but we see we got some more of that teeth in there. You can tell that's the other side. Let's see here.
We do have some other pellets here as well. We have a barn owl pellet and a screech owl pellet. You can kind of see the size difference between all of these. Screech owl is obviously the smallest, it's about 1 inch long. Barn owl is about 2 inches long, and our great horned owl pellet was about 3 inches long. And usually the color on the outside will also tell you the color of the animal that they ate. Doesn't always work out that way, but our great horned owls are fed a lot of rats, a lot of white rats, so we're seeing a lot of that white rat fur in here. This is a really cool activity to get to do in school, and there's even some great charts that help you to figure out the kinds of bones that you're looking at and where they would be in the body, so you can put that skeleton back together if you have enough pieces.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Really getting down to then most of the bones here. We got a lot of the extra fur there. So like I said, here we got some of the jaw. So that definitely we can try to then, of course, match it up here. See, we got some rodents, shrews, mole, or a bird type there. See the shape of the jaw there? We know it's some type of a rodent then by that shape there that we got going on there. So that's really cool to find out. We can probably guess what they were just eating from that too. We just got all different kinds of other bones here. We can try to match it up with. Some of them are kind of broken a little bit though, but that's okay. Try to match up. There's the other part. We're drawing into. And we got just all these extra little bones from the ribs, maybe some of the arms and legs there, your radius on going on there. Other little parts of the teeth that got broken off just a little bit by themselves there too. Some more little teeth. Just got so many different types of cool bones there that we can tell. Get rid of some of this fur here. There we go. So we got all these types of cool random bones that you can see here. Maybe some, if you look here, looks like some of those phalanges there, some from their hands, stuff like that, and their feet that you can see there, those nice long. And here right in the middle there, you got all the bones that are connecting there too.
So cool. Well, thank you, Lexi, for dissecting this pellet for us, and we will see you guys tomorrow.